know what pissed me off last time we had arguably ambiguous guest on, not to talk about the here, but talking about myself. Me and him were reviewing comic books, and somebody made what I think is an underhanded comment. They were like, "Damn, I had to turn my brightness down for this podcast," and I didn't like that comment. I didn't like that comment. I don't know why I said that.
Were they trying to say that there was a super white conversation that y'all were having, or?
I think they were just implying that it was the least amount of melanin on the podcast that they had seen, and the lowest curl pattern, I guess you would say, like high up on the alphabet. You know,
what's crazy to me is that you come off kind of ambiguous. You know what I mean? So unless they follow you know what I mean? So it's like, and then also it's just I don't like the limiting factor of we can only talk about hip hop, music, bitches, drugs, all that type of shit. I don't like that either. So yeah, I would have felt would have been a little off-putting for me because like, you don't know what the fuck, bitch. We talking about deodorant today. Deodorant.
Yeah, honestly,
we talking
Let's
astrophysics.
go, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
You're gonna get these ebonics, these slang, and these cussing, but we talking about intelligent shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shit. Let us live.
We go to plays. We garden over here.
Talk that shit in London, nigga. Not your ordinary. You know what I'm saying? We go to
Soho, the West End, Westgarth Theater. Shit. You'll see what's up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. What's the to hear? So you've toured internationally, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's the wildest time you've had in a city or / country? If you can say it publicly, because I realize the scope of that question.
Amsterdam was pretty crazy. Yeah, man, how available weed is. Like, we got dispensaries and shit over here, but you can go just pop into a coffee shop, and get a spot of tea.
Yeah.
And the J,
HC.
You have to order something to be able to get the joint, though. You can't just go in. It's not like a regular dispensary, so you do have to order something.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
You're going to need something to like lubricate that throat.
Yeah,
how would you not order a drink?
Get it with
it.
I love that.
The weed is a +1, if you will.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
The red light district was wild. Finding out
I bet
how liberal and open they are with sex workers, how it's looked at and respected for the most part as a real job. How they have to bid for those rooms that they're in. Like the closer you are to like the main part of the red light district, the fancier your setup is for the most part, but they have to bid for that shit every day, every week, and those cost more to be closer to like where most of the tourists are walking. Went to a live sex show in a theater where there were like 8 acts, 8 to 12 acts, and everybody was on stage for like 10 to 12 minutes, and they rotate out, and they have a bar. You just sit in this theater and just white people, shoot ping pongs out of their vagina.
So, I was just about to ask, have you ever been to a ping pong show?
I went to that one. It was pretty intense. It was pretty crazy,
brother.
And then went to Ice Bar there and a couple of museums. It was like, I like Amsterdam. I fuck with Amsterdam heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably the wildest. We
might got to do Amsterdam.
Hey man,
because that's where my boy is from. That we went to London with. That's that's his
shit, yo.
Yeah,
I'm geographically uninclined, so I.
He's Dutch. Yes, you were like, I don't know where Dutch is. Yeah.
I'm like the Netherlands, hey baby, it's ND. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The weird thing about Amsterdam is they don't have any restaurants that have like their native foods there or their like local foods. Everything is from. I mean, they a lot of the big chains from over here, a lot of American influenced food, some French food. They don't have a lot of Amsterdam traditional food and dishes, so you have to like know someone and go to their house to really experience that type of food. But it's not a big thing. They love fries over there. They love fries and they love dipping sauce and fries and they love crepes.
I love all those things.
Yeah, that's the Dutch, man. The Dutch like their crepes. Yeah, they like their crepes. They like the sweets. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So
like Aruba. Aruba was kind of like, I mean, what is
colonized?
Colonized. Wait,
colonized. Word is hard.
I fucked him up. It was like, yes, of course. They created a colony.
Yeah, Aruba was colonized by the Dutch. So you see their influence all through Aruba. You're like, why is there so many crepes and pancakes and all this type of shit over here? But that's why. So
See, I'm not even a
no,
big
that
crepe nigga.
colonization goes crazy.
yeah, man.
You don't like crepes?
It just never appealed to me.
No, I feel like honestly, they're not amazing. How you feel about pancakes?
Nothing to write home about. And then when they do too much stuff with it, like put the Nutella, then the bananas, the strawberry, and then the drizzle. All right, nigga, this is too much.
I'll have a bite and then like I'll have a bite of someone else's.
Yeah, if somebody eats a whole crepe, you should check on them. Everything's not all right at home. I feel like
You know,
same thing with Cinnabon.
Yeah, hey, if somebody's polishing off whole Cinnabons, nigga, they ready to lose their legs. Ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah,
cautiously.
They wasn't using them.
60.
Yeah. Exactly. It's an addiction. It's a problem. Like those are early signs
Yeah.
of potential diabetes or just, you know, mental illness.
Yeah.
You heard it.
I do. You know what? I do. I do. This is not medical advice, everybody. Welcome to everybody to Waving the Red Flag. The number one incorrect medical advice podcast in the universe. Welcome everybody from Tahir's stream, because I see some folks in there that are making comments that I know are not from our listeners.
Right.
So welcome everybody. Yes, I'm not Michael. I'm not Bruno. My name is Edward. It's very nice to meet you. My co-host here is Joshua. Thank you, Tahir, for coming through. They're crying me in these comments.
Hold on.
Bruno Mars and Michael Jackson had the baby.
Yo,
guy in the middle. Yeah, that's definitely some of my folks right there. Yeah, what up? Yeah. What's up, mobsters? How y'all doing? It's been a minute. All right.
Now, Eddie, you know damn well you don't ever call me Joshua. It's just Josh.
Okay. Oh, my fault. My
Josh.
fault.
All right.
I don't know why, because I said my full name, so my brain was in that mode. I apologize. I didn't mean to bring back childhood trauma. I apologize.
Don't be liking the names that their parents gave them, man.
Yeah, you feel like you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, he got anxiety. I saw. Yeah.
If you say the full name, you got to add the last name. It's Joshua Moore. It's a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the full.
Okay. So if I say the whole, because if I say a whole thing, it's like you're a celebrity. Now that's not you're in trouble. That's okay.
Exactly. You got to say the first and the last, Joshua Moore. But if it's just Josh,
gotcha.
No, it's just Josh.
Gotcha.
But
not Denzel. Denzel Washington. Okay.
But real quick though, I just just to give Tahir like some extra flowers, as a repeat guest, friend of the show, I just do want to provide like a little bit of an extra intro. You know what I'm saying?
That is,
you know what I'm saying, for our audience. Some people that might not be in the know, might not be on the internet, might not even have cable like that. All right. Might not even have a cable like that. Might not have the internet like that. Your algorithm might not be tuned to what the fuck is going on, what we got going on right now. Okay. You might have seen this brother in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Insecure, Abbott Elementary. And if most notably, all right, Kev on Stage is Churchy and The Hospital. And also, he does host a plethora of podcasts, some being, Damn Internet, You Scary.
Come on, man.
More to the story, his own personal joint. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of nuggets there. And then, of course, All Deaf Digital Squadcast. And please do not forget, and please go and check out his brand new special called Aging Out. We got motherfucking Tahir Moore with us tonight.
Hey, bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Glad to be here. Glad to be back with proper lighting and everything to make sure I got a good show.
Yeah, no, glad to because you did show up filming from a closet last time. Inside of a hotel.
That's what it felt like.
It's necessary. You gotta look the work, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, rain, sleet, or snow, like the postal service. Wait, because I just rewatched Insecure maybe like 6 months ago or something like that from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember because I remember a moment where I was like, oh yeah, there he is. Where were you at? I'm trying to remember.
We were in the strip club on the finale season 1, and then on like the first or second episode, we were in a bar. It was me and Neil talking to Jay Ellis, and then there was that one episode when we were at the Hollywood Memorial, or no, Hollywood Forever. What is that thing called? Graveyard, when we were watching the movies and stuff like that. And I was laying on the blanket. And there's a couple other scenes. I can't remember them all. But yeah, that's
Such a classic show, man. Such a classic show. What was it like on that set?
Man, it was great, man. You know, like I'm working with some of my friends, like me and Yvonne. We came up together on the circuit. So seeing her as like number 2 on the list was amazing. Watching Issa like handle things like a boss, people coming up to her asking about shots and stuff like that. It was a dope crew to be on, a dope cast to be a part of. Very thankful for that whole experience right there. HBO checks went through, you know what I mean? I had to wait on no shit. Be like, that's
yes, sir.
that's the shit I like. Mm-hmm.
Who are we talking about with that comment? Yeah, I feel you.
I would never.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Some other network. The shit cleared on time.
Yeah.
Okay. Paywall, yeah. Because look, a late check is better than no check. So I still want the next one, even if it's gonna take a second. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I ain't gonna fuck it up, but at the same time, there are certain people I would never work with again.
Oh, man, that's I feel like what's your, because I know there was I'm not gonna goad you into any kind of gossip type shit. But I know there was that shit with Issa and Amanda, not bringing that back up again. But I always like when thinking about not working with somebody again, my approach is usually just like, cool. Like, I'm not going to say nothing negative. I'm just like, cool. Just, it's a mental note in my own head. Yeah. Other people are a little bit more like, I need to tell other people. Cause sometimes a warning is useful in industry. Like, not putting somebody on blast, but like, hey, you might want to be careful working with this person because they will do X, Y, Z. And you might want to know that. Which I always appreciate sometimes because it's definitely steered me away from danger. Somebody being like, oh, this person has this. And I'm like, can you say who? And they're like, this person. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll pick somebody else for this project. And it just, I was always glad for that,
Yeah, when I'm dealing with my friends or people I came up in the industry with, or we started around the same time doing comedy, I definitely give them the real, like, yo, I'm doing this show such and such here, but what's that look for? I'm like, they smoke crack. So,
well,
your shit might not be on stage.
It's like Boosie said though, because like you have very functional crackheads. Crackheads live for a very long time.
Yeah.
So if they're because I didn't think about this until like Boosie said it, and Boosie might tell you he'll tell you the truth, but he don't tell you a lie because he was like, you ain't the fentanyl is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? They hit that fent, dead. Yeah. Crack, they be around for 30 years. Now crackheads, we know what they do, but we also know what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
They are, listen, if nothing else, they're innovators, they're great salesmen. Highly motivated because they smoke crack.
Highly motivated.
If not
Employee of the year.
They're gonna pick up some cans. They'll clean your yard. They'll sweep your pool. Crackhead will be like, yo, you want me to sweep your pool? You be like, sweep my pool. Like, I'm just trying to make a couple dollars. You're like,
they'll ask you for some shit you didn't even know you needed. Like,
the
fuck. But actually,
now that I think about it,
how much you need, player?
Nigga asked me the other day, he's like, you need some bicuspids. Like, wait, what? Some bicuspids?
Human ones?
This extra teeth?
Yeah, how much?
I'll take like three.
Yeah. Odd number is hilarious. And odd number of bicuspids is hilarious.
I might go crazy over in Amsterdam and lose a bicuspid now. Thanks to this nigga, I'm straight.
But you got to know which ones, though. Is it 23, 31, 14? You got to know which ones.
Oh, orthodontist over here.
Yeah, it's levels to it.
Touche. I didn't think about that part, right? That's how I said 3. I figured one of them gonna fit.
That's a good point.
I can't have you going out bad like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I was just going with the average of numbers. You know what I'm saying? The percentage of average. So I should be straight with one of them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 1 out of 3.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah. The clear fingernail polish.
He walking around with. He walking around with molars in the front, like chewing the shit out of some food.
That's the front too. Nigga just kind of hold with.
Damn, shit, what kind of special
food shit up good.
Watch out, my boy. This is what they doing in Amsterdam, baby.
Right. Oh, you ain't heard? You ain't heard? These the new veneers. Yeah. You put the molars in the front.
All wisdom teeth. Yeah.
Call it the front end, back end.
Yeah, no. Yo, okay, all right. No, go ahead, boy. Okay, because I was gonna shift it to like hold on, real quick. We got to give a quick shout out. Sticker Pool. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
But this might be a little bit of a shift because to like something like silly to like a little bit more serious, because I heard you say some real shit. I did not realize that you were such a therapeutic savant when it came to communication.
I am now. I wasn't initially. And that had a lot to do with just the way that I was raised, man. Like now I feel comfortable expressing myself. I feel comfortable being transparent and honest and forthcoming with my partners, with my friends, with my business partners. But it was not a thing that I just naturally did. You know, I was raised in one of those families where you didn't talk back. Kids are better at being seen than heard. If I asked many questions, I got in trouble with my mom. Growing up, I saw her get beat when she would talk back to my sister's dad. And I went to school in another city and state than I lived in. So I couldn't call trouble at school because somebody might not be able to get over there to get me. And also, like, I can't get my mom upset. My mom was a school teacher. She was taking a risk by making me go to school in St. Louis, or encouraging me to go to school in St. Louis, but we lived in East St. Louis. And I went to magnet schools my whole life. So I went to gifted schools, math, science, and technology. And so I remember my first class in geometry, because you're supposed to start in algebra. I got bumped up to geometry. And I was asking my teacher about, I think maybe proofs or something like that. And she looked at me and she was like, "You sure you're supposed to be here?" And from that point on, I never asked another question.
Wow.
Like in class, I never did it because of the prior trauma that I had already endured. It made me feel like I had to infer everything. And so asking questions became a thing of the past, and I just inferred everything, which can be helpful in certain situations, but also very destructive in a lot of other situations, because when you infer, you are moving on context clues and what you think can be based upon prior situations that are completely related. They could be based upon prior situations with different people who don't think the same, don't move the same, don't require the same thing. And it is very counterproductive to what you're trying to do in, especially like a relationship or a marriage or a friendship. Like, you know, my wife used to get mad at me early on in our marriage all the time. She was like, "You don't have any questions?" Like, we'd be talking. I was like, "You don't have any questions for me? You don't." I was like, "No, I'm good." Because I inferred what she meant and what she was upset about, and I'll just make sure I won't do that. Versus like, I actually do. Like, I don't understand why X, Y, Z, or could you explain this more, because I think I get this part, but what I got from this was X, Y, Z. But you only get that clarity from asking questions. If you infer your whole life, you miss out on so much stuff. And while you may be trying to operate at 100%, if you didn't ask questions, you could be doing 100% in the completely wrong direction. And so it wasn't until therapy that I figured out that trauma and like was able to identify it and then start to work past it. But it took a lot of rewiring, because this was a learned behavior that I've been doing 35 plus years, you know? So.
So for two things. One, the reason why I brought that up, because you said some real shit. And again, like, you know, we talked about this before we hopped on live, but for the people, shout out to Decisions podcast. Go check out to hear more on that. Great episode. But to hear you said some real shit on that I wholeheartedly felt and agreed with, and like it really touched me, because I was going through like the same thing. I never had the words to actually describe it. And you said that due to your upbringing in terms of relationships, conversation often sounded like conflict. Like you would often associate conversation with conflict. And when you said that shit, and like, because in the difficulty to be able to communicate with a partner and be honestly being afraid to communicate because you don't want conflict.
Yes.
Like, I don't want to fight. So I'm not going to
ties into what I was just saying. Yeah. Like asking questions. If I grew up getting in trouble if I ask questions, then that's what I'm going to move forward with. I'm not going to be forthcoming. I'm not going to be inquisitive. I'm not going to be curious. I'm going to infer what you said. And anytime somebody's like, "Yo, we need to talk later," or "Yo, I need to talk to you," like, I mean, the anxiousness was overbearing. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in a household that regularly saw domestic abuse, you know, I just associated any type of communication with conflict. And so, early on in my marriage, me and my wife were like have a conversation. If voices got elevated, I shut down.
Yeah.
If she stood up or anything, I shut down. And versus taking a beat and then coming back to it, or just being mature enough to say sometimes you get emotional when you're talking about things you're passionate about. Doesn't mean that person doesn't love you. Doesn't mean that person is out to get you. Doesn't mean that person is trying to sabotage anything. They're passionate about what they're feeling, and this is so passionate that they needed to bring it to you to make sure you understand that this isn't okay, or this is what they need things done like, or whatever the case may be. But when all you hear is elevation of voices, and then from trauma, that what follows that is physical abuse, of violence, or people getting put out, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, worst case scenario.
I would shut down. So I was not good in those situations. And like with friends or coworkers or anything like that, we got into it. I just never talked to them again. Completely cut them off. Completely ghost them. No, I ain't going back and forth. I don't need to give you the reasons why, but we just will never see each other again.
Yeah.
Blocked.
Yeah, simple as that. So
yeah.
I live both sides of that coin, like low key. It's some friend because like my upbringing was not as I don't have the story you have like at all, like even half of it. Because if Tahir's story, like it's wild. Tahir even said himself, like you're talking to like one of these therapists, like they said, damn.
Yes.
What I'm saying? The intro.
Yes.
But yeah, like because I've lived like both sides of that, and it's just it felt really good to hear, like, especially like another man say that, especially someone who I've been following for like years, and I now have a chance to finally like speak to you to say that, and I can relate wholeheartedly because like there was a legitimate fear because like I have literally never heard from when my mom and my biological dad were together, like I was like super young, like 0 to 3 or 4. My earliest memories was okay, but I specifically remember when they got into like a huge argument, and like it was like one of the worst days of my life at that time. Like it was just bad. And then like when my mom and my stepdad got together, they were really cool. Stepdad, like my real dad, but I never really heard them like actually work through problems. Anytime they had a problem, it was conflict. So I never so again, like that association, like conversation to work through something, i.e. equals conflict. So that definitely did make communicating in relationships way more difficult for me because that's kind of like all I knew. And I'm just trying to fix myself to not have any conflict, i.e. not communicate, which turns into being not communicating.
That's definitely true. And I think it's, I've seen shows, and well, first of all, let me say thank you for sharing, bro. I appreciate that. And just to reinforce it, there's safety in community. There's love in community. So when you find out like you're not the only one that went through some shit, and somebody that maybe you respect or you look up to went through some shit and they're doing all right, then there's hope for you. You feel like a little sigh of relief because community means that you're not alone. Your horrible situation or this unfortunate situation or just this different upbringing didn't change you so much that you are completely isolated from the rest of human beings, right? There are people that move, think, and believe like you do. So that community is very important. But I also think that it's important when women or men or people just dating ask these type of questions like, yo, like, what was your upbringing like? Like, how were your parents? Was it loving? Did they get into it? Like, because then it can give you some insight to how that person may handle conflict. It's a lot of stuff we don't think about because it's shit that comes up on the fly. But these are very important questions to ask a potential partner because aside from the trauma that I experienced growing up with communication and how I associated communication with conflict, I didn't have any reference for a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
I had no references for a healthy relationship outside of my aunt and uncle, but they were super religious. So I was just like, I kept them together. But like seeing people work shit out, talking, like sitting down at the table, emotions may fly, but at the end of the day, they love each other. And seeing that, never. If it wasn't on TV, I had no reference for that. So when it came to like getting into it and trying to work some shit out, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm flying blind. I have no reference to anything that you want from me. And I think women are just inherently better at communicating I think they use their words better. I think they're able to tap into their emotional needs and their wants and requests a lot better than us. Because a lot of guys were not encouraged to express themselves.
That's
not
the key
only
part
were
right
we
there.
not encouraged, we were actually discouraged from doing it.
Exactly.
Even
That's
from a child labor. Like,
Yeah.
I've said this before. Like, women live to love, men love to live. We weren't encouraged to express ourselves even as children. When you failed as a 3-4-year-old and you was about to cry and somebody was like, get up, you're a big boy. Big boys don't cry. There's nothing wrong with you. We couldn't even fucking cry.
Right.
As a baby, I can't even express it. I'm hurt. It's like that shit starts so
I'm teaching
young.
him to be a man early. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
This baby not manly enough.
Yeah.
I can't walk.
You got
Come on, buck up, baby.
Personal side of how you were raised, and then the culture side of how boys have to be. Like, when were we encouraged to be better? When we were encouraged to embrace our emotional intellect and nourish that and just like live in it, like cry, you know, outside of like sports. That's the only time it's okay if a nigga cries when your team lost, right? You don't even own this team, nigga.
Nope.
But I can't cry about heartache. I can't cry about a lost friend or a lost family member. I can't cry because I messed up in this relationship. Like, how does that make sense? I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, and I'm so thankful because like I think a lot of black men and Alvin. I wish Alvin could be here, because like, you know, he got the stats ready, but he has talked about this before, that black men are indeed the most present men in terms of being parents, statistically speaking. You know, we're underrepresented, but we are, like, you know, there. But we also are making a lot of us are making that shift when it comes to parenting and allowing our sons to be human. You know, allowing our sons to, or allowing our kids to just be babies, to be able to give them the grace to cry, to give them the room to do that. So I do love that we're making that shift. But absolutely, like, you know, us growing up, all three of us growing up, we all got stories like, nigga, get your ass up.
It's crazy because I feel the old me in the way I was raised and the way I moved out early and like just had to get up and go. I felt that, like, me laying that down on my daughter her entire life, right? And for me, it was just, I wanted her to be ready for the world, right? My daughter, very funny, but introvert. She don't really be fucking with people like that. And she's very, very cute and got these long hair. She's tall, and I'm like, you ain't finna just be relying on pretty privilege, baby girl. I'm not gonna let you do that, right? I want you to have good work ethic. I want you to have some gumption about yourself. I want you to be ready for the reality that the world could shit on you at any given moment, right?
Well,
and so we just moved to this new spot, and when we moved here, she had to quit her job at Target, and she's been looking for a job for like a little over a year. She recently just got one, but a couple months ago, we went to go see Superman when it first came out, and we were talking about, you know, how the rebrand of the movie is just soft. And I was like, yeah, they made it for your generation. This nigga's soft. Christopher Reeves would never be fucking flying and go save a fucking squirrel. It's a squirrel, nigga. It's people falling out of the building. You worried about a motherfucking squirrel, right? And
that's the master race, bro. You don't know?
Yeah. But I equated it to her generation being soft, man. I do respect her generation because they are very upfront and in tune with themselves emotionally and, you know, what they need therapeutic wise and what they're dealing with. But when it comes to pick up and go, I just like, you motherfuckers is lazy, right? And so I'm talking to her about this, and then the conversation takes a turn into the jobs. And I was like, I feel like I just don't hustle. You know what I mean? You want to do everything online. You got to get out there, go shake some hands in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? See what restaurants are hiring. And that way, if you do the application online, they can connect your name with the face and the impression that you made. You have a better chance of getting picked out of the pile than some Joe Schmo type motherfucker. Like, I'm just want to give her. I was like, you just only trying. She was like, why should I? Just hit me out of the gate, right? And at the time, I was like,
you need a job.
Right. And that's when my daughter, she was like, I've seen you guys going to jobs you hate. You talk about it on the way there. You talk about it on the way home. You talk about how much you hate your job at the dinner table, right? We live in LA. She's like, I'm never going to be able to afford a house. Why am I rushing to run to a job I don't love? When I get old enough to get Social Security, there will be no Social Security left. So I'm going to be getting a job that basically maintains just a certain level of living. It's like, I'm not rushing to do that. And when she broke it down like that to me, Jack, blew my fucking mind. because
Nah,
I'm
man,
just
'cause I was-
associating it with laziness, her lack of effort, her
yeah.
lack of motivation with laziness. But her is just like, I'd rather move when something inspires me, or I find something that I'm not going to hate for the rest of my life or for 20 years, and then work hard at that versus just get a job to maintain. And I was like, damn, because that's really some measure twice, cut once type shit. A lot of us, the way we were raised, we would just go out there, get a job, and find something else to get something better. She's just like, no, I'm gonna find something I really want. And then and now she has a job that she really wants. She works at a kennel / dog spa. So she gets to work around animals all day. She gets to do what she loves to do, which is help animals, take care of animals. You know, I'm trying to encourage her, yo, get the job at Every Table or goddamn me PetSmart or something like that. She was like, that ain't what I want.
Yeah, right.
PetSmart. And now she got the thing she wanted. And I had to really show her that I appreciated her point of view on that, and that it definitely changed my perspective on how I interacted with her and viewed Gen Z.
I bet your daughter really appreciated that. I don't know the conversation y'all had, and if she verbally said like, "Yo, that mean a lot." The fact that you acknowledged my feelings and you came to me and like, you know what, I was wrong. I completely understand what you're saying. I appreciate your perspective and thank you for sharing that. I am 1,000,000% sure like she appreciate the fuck out of that.
I hope she did, because
anybody would. Yeah.
I appreciate her taking the time, because we used to butt heads too, and she would get frustrated and start crying, and I would just end the conversation. I'm like, I can't deal with you crying like this, right? But I became a lot more tender and a lot less abrasive with my approach. I used to always call myself the hammer and my wife was a polisher. I would come down, lay the law. My wife would come through and say it in a way that my daughter could appreciate, where she wouldn't cry. And that's because of the way I was raised. But my daughter is not raised the way I was raised. She didn't have to move out. She wasn't a teenage parent. She didn't have to sleep in cars and garages. Like, I don't have to work as hard. But in my mind, if I don't give her to it that way, she's not going to appreciate how good she has it, right? But here's the thing, like, appreciation and it's all on perspective. You know what I mean? Like, the way I would appreciate it is not the way that she would necessarily appreciate it. So just because she's not doing it the exact same way doesn't mean that she's any less appreciative of it. It just means she goes about things differently than I do. And that's what you want. You know what I mean? Like, you want your kids to not to have to hustle and struggle as hard as you did. You want them to have it in them in the case they need to, but also that's what I'm here for. So when she's like, man, I can't figure this out, I've been trying to do this, then I can offer that, right? But also I feel like as a older man and just somebody that recognizes the market and technology and the importance of change, the moment that you stop being teachable is the moment you begin to become obsolete. Is the moment you begin to become a bigot. Is the moment you begin to become an ageist, because shit changes so much. You be like, I don't want it. I'm not doing this, and you resist it to it. You become BlackBerry. You become RIM Technology, who did not want to get the touchscreen, and then was the biggest retailer for mobile technology, and then they just faded into oblivion because they were so resistant to change. I cannot be that person. We cannot be that those people as men, but also as the Black community, because we have to embrace different ways of thinking about things. You know, like, we can't keep harping on the same thing. Like, yes, we have been victims of horrible lives, 400 years of slavery, and, you know, not being able to vote and all of that. Absolutely, right? Absolutely. Let that be the battery in your back to charge you when you need that motivation to fight a little bit harder. However, that being said, you talking about it is not going to change it. How do we move forward? Who are we? Who are the ones that are building these collaborations and powerhouses for us to pull each other up that way? We can't just keep saying, well, if y'all wouldn't have done this and all of that. They did it. Now what? We still need to thrive. We still need think tanks. We still need another Black Wall Street. We still need Black banks. We need Black capital ventures. We still need our own stuff. So we can't just keep waiting on somebody like to look out for us. We got to do it ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I 1,000,000% agree with you. I think it's just so of course it's one of those things that's like a lot easier said than done. Unless you got a nigga that, you know, just is ready to do it. Like, yo, I got the capital, I got the funds, you know, I just need the people.
No, I'm not saying that it's easy for us to like just figure it out, but I'm saying like the small things that we can do, you know, beefing with somebody from your own city and y'all both from somewhere in Mississippi, that shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't make no sense. Like y'all
live
live
2 blocks away from each other. Talking about.
I be trying to like, even when I'm not on a homie show, if they got a show and it's in a city that's different from where I got a show, I'm still gonna post it to my stories, especially if I fuck with them. And I'm not just reposting that. When I post to my stories, I'm gonna put the link in there to make it easy access because that's what I would want somebody to do for me. And it takes very little effort to do. It takes an additional 3 to 5 seconds for you to post that link on there with that post to your story for that show.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't even know that I do it, but I do it because it's going to take those small changes. The same way I went through all of those things, and it shaped me into becoming a person that was not a good communicator, not thorough in communication, inferring instead of asking questions. I had to learn all of this. All of those events and all of those incidents shaped who I became. So now that I'm trying to rewire everything, what I'm doing now is going to reshape how I move, how I conduct myself, how people view me as. And over time, it's going to spread to my daughter. It's going to spread to more of my friends. It's going to spread to more of my coworkers and friends. Like, they're going to get that, like, this is how we change it. It ain't going to be immediately. It ain't going to be in a year. But, like, smaller changes that we make, the way we don't view each other as oppositions. And this could be a collaborator. And this could be somebody that, you know, I can just support from afar because I like what they're doing. It's so many podcasts out that I really fuck with. Deontay Kyle. Grits and Eggs. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't speak as well as he does when it comes to
that motherfucker good.
He's
good.
The shit that he addresses, he does it in a very approachable lane. Like, you feel like he a real nigga, but also he's an intellectual and he knows the shit, and he will have a conversation with somebody, but he ain't trying to convince somebody who, you know, if I know you're a racist, then what we need to have a conversation for? I'm not going to change your mind on how you view black people. He's not going to waste time with those that don't want to be taught. And I respect that. I like what he does. And so I repost his shit. I share his shit. I comment to keep it in the algorithm. That's me supporting from afar. I don't know if I have something to offer his podcast. They don't do a lot of guests, but I still want to support this brother in any way I can. That's how we continue to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just with Deontay Kyle, because like he is, I mean, we talked about him before in the podcast, but like he kind of is like, I hate to use a Django reference. I forgive my English. He's like that 1 in a million niggas. Goddamn, like, cause he's good, because he's a real dude. He's solid. He's real. Yeah. But he has a way of communicating effectively that a street dude to like a corporate dude or to a CEO that's black who is still in contact or touch with a blackness can like fully understand what he's saying and can come to the table. And plus, he also reads, for one. He does read, and he researches, and he also does community work. So nothing but love and respect. You know what I'm saying there?
Absolutely. I feel like we all had somebody in our family. I had an uncle like that was very like pro-black, prolific, well-read, all that type of stuff. But he didn't have social media at his fingertips the way we did. Maybe if he did, he would have done more with it. Maybe he wouldn't have. But Dante is a person who's definitely done more with it and has continued to do things with it. And I think a lot of us relate to him because he reminds us of someone we knew or grew up with and we respected. But at the time, we was just like, all right, nigga, I don't know what to do with it. I'm sick. You're trying to ride this bike to the candy store.
Hey, my brother, do you understand? You are on 4 wheels right now when you could be on 2. Do you know what the white man is doing to you?
I don't know, nigga. I'm on the monkey horse.
I'm actually not sure.
I want to go back to swinging. I don't know. So, yeah, that's you know, I think it's dope, brother, man.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. You know, and cause I mean, he buddy all over the goddamn place, like highly demand right now. So we love to see it, especially a black man, especially like that, coming from where he come from, Atlanta native, all that good shit. We love to see it. So we definitely like want to support people like him and want to have more voices like that. And I do wholeheartedly agree with you again. Like, we do have to come together more. Like we have a mindset of coming together, because I'm not gonna hold you. Like I live in Atlanta as well, and I've spoken about this at some points, but like I feel like the way the state of the country is going, there's actually less Southern hospitality going on.
Yeah,
like it's not as like, I mean, niggas been niggas since 93, but it seems to be getting like more and more like, I don't know that nigga, I don't fuck with that nigga. Fuck him.
Yeah.
And like these are my neighbors, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this be dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? They just, and so I have to return in kind. Like I have to mean mug and
Yeah. You don't want to come off sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Because ain't shit sweet around here. Yeah. But at the same time, nigga, we could be cool.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, bro? Like I spent a lot of years doing that too, and for many years I stayed in Glendale, which is like all Armenian. Like I don't even know the black population in Glendale, but it's small as fuck, bro. So much in fact, when the cops would be driving around and stuff, I knew they weren't looking for me, because I like the Armenians was Glendale has scammed so bad that they're the only LA County city with their own scam department. Everybody else uses LA or Los Angeles police department. They have their scam department. Glendale had their own. That's how crazy it was. I knew they was never looking for me because I wasn't doing none of that bullshit. However, I used to walk or jog in an area, and I remember like I would be like giving somebody the head nod, and they would just look at me, you know, like, they wouldn't give me nothing back. And I was like, fuck this motherfucker too. And after a while, I started thinking about, like, man, I'm really letting these folks dictate and change my attitude just because they're not speaking back. Like, am I doing it to be the person that wants to put the energy out in the world that I want to receive, or am I doing it for the return of it? Because sometimes when you're doing something to like change the energy around you, it doesn't happen immediate. Mm-hmm. But if you let their actions or their inaction of saying hi back to you, now you're up there mean mugging and fuck this motherfucker, shit like that, they won. Toni Morrison said it best: when a man angers you, he conquers you. And so it's like, I have to remember why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm trying to be better at communication, why I'm trying to be better at speaking to people, why I'm trying to be better of doing things with people with no ulterior motive, like no hidden agenda. I'm not doing it so they look out for me. I'm just doing it because, like I said, we got to support our own. And that's how I got past that same thing that you were talking about, people not speaking. It was like, man, nigga, I don't always want to be tough. It's exhausting and kind of walk around with your mean mug and nigga,
nigga laugh, joke.
Come on, man. My favorite karaoke song is Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, bro. Like that's a good ass time to me, man.
Yo, the transition from Since You've Been Gone.
Come on, man. Like, I don't feel like doing that shit. Like, we should be able to smile without it being seen or perceived as weak or soft, bro. Like, nigga, everybody can be tough, but it don't matter how tough you are. There's always somebody tougher. Yeah. That's always somebody tougher. There's always somebody bigger, stronger, faster. Like, and if when we leave from that part, it's always somebody with a bigger gun or more guns or more access to people who have more guns. So it's like, if you can't be the biggest and the baddest, like, man, just why we doing this?
And that shit is exhausting.
Yeah,
if you really about it, like you were really a warrior, like hell no, like you said, it's always
it's exhausting, man. Yeah, and then you got to keep that energy when you see that person. You don't like this nigga and try to, man, brother, you let it go.
I just had a crepe, devoured that motherfucker. Like, I don't want to fight right now. Like I got the sugar high. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. I don't know, man. I'm not doing that no more. I ain't doing that shit no more.
Yeah, it's play. I guess it's just it's ego at the same time too. Cause like, you know, like you said, you don't want to appear soft or whatever, because hey, everybody want to be like, ain't shit sweet right here. I got a gun. Whoop, whoop. But like, we still black men at the end of the day. Or hell, even with some of the black women around my community, like they fucking like just
yeah.
You know, there's even a little bit of a weird vibe there, but I just should take it upon myself to proactively speak, smile, say, hey, you watch anime? I don't know. You know, some shit I don't fucking like. Whatever.
Come on, man. I love the black people coming out saying that they love anime. They've been watching anime, man. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's a way our culture can continue to expand. And I really feel like you know, like I think one of the best things that you could do is like learn from a culture, not steal, but like learn from it, like immerse yourself in that culture. You know what I mean? Like you go to Japan and you see there ain't no trash cans, you know, you got to hold your trash. This is how they act over here. This is how they move. They ain't talking all loud on the subways. Shit, don't bring that New York shit over here. Respect their culture, man. Like, that's what I think the true beauty in traveling is, like learning different things, because you might find out that, like, you know, the meditating that you've been doing by just playing jazz in the background is not as fulfilling as the meditating that you learned to do in Japan. You know what I'm saying? In complete silence, or sitting a certain way, or breathing a certain way, or doing this exercise before you start your meditation, so your brain and your mind will already be clear and it's easier to do. Like, that's what I think traveling really has to offer to you. But if you go over there and be like, man, I ain't doing this weird shit and this, you're gonna miss it.
Let's stay your ass. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, stay your ass home if you got that mentality. I'm sorry. Like, stay your ass home, because like, no, like, don't nobody got time to. We don't need that sort of representation across seas. Like, as Americans, we already got a bad rap.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
pompous as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. They don't give a fuck if we're black or white. And mind you, like, being black, it could be a double-edged sword. You know, media-wise, double-edged, as you clearly know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because me and Eddie, we've spent time in Japan. We've been to England, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've been to Thailand, and it's so important to, like you said, immerse yourself in the culture, like learn the customs and adapt to like where they're at. And that's been like my thing, because like, again, if you want that bullshit, please don't go over there acting the ass.
Eddie, you all right? You don't be blinking over there. I've been watching you for the past couple minutes. You don't really blink.
Right.
I try and blink real fast, because otherwise you might miss something. You know what I mean? Like, my shit's a little bit dry, but I try and do it quick.
Bro,
you got to be prepared. I mean, we talking about all the ways that the world is dangerous for black men and how tough it is out here. Why y'all blinking? You know, it's dangerous.
You can't blink. You can't.
No, and you'll miss it, and you will be missed. Now you want a t-shirt?
Oh
nope.
man, I was like, did he pause it? Because he has been still.
Yes.
Not gonna catch me blinking.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Never. Yeah, with the Japan shit, it's very like, because the time that I did go there, I lived there for about a year, and I definitely shouldn't have gone, like, from the thing that we're talking about now, because I definitely embarrassed the country. But I learned a lot as well. Like, I learned, you know, to adjust certain behaviors and be more accommodating to it, or not be accommodating, but learn to assimilate into a different culture and learn from it and take from it. So,
yeah, that's super dope, man. But Japan was the first place I used a bidet at. That shit changed my life. I came back.
Amazing,
oh
right?
My god, with the switch on it, it's like it's like,
when I used had the remote, bro. It had the remote, and it had different water pressures. You change the water temperature. It had the blower,
music in the background.
Yo,
bro. Jeez.
I be trying to tell people about the bidets in Japan. They don't understand.
Man. It's different.
I felt a little bit different when you start angling your hips so it hits you different. I'm like, I don't like what I'm doing, but I love what I'm doing. I didn't know how to feel about it.
Clean ass, man. The clean ass. And you grow.
I'm like, why am I gyrating my hips in a circle so that the water does this on me? Like, this is,
why am I backing it up?
Yeah, I know. Why am I throwing it back so crazy?
I'm throwing it back on the toilet right now.
Why do I have it on the turbo vibration mode? I don't know. What is this? What is Japan doing to me?
That, like, stood up and then grabbed the cheek and then sat down so I can make sure it had clear entry.
Absolutely. I do that shit in the United States. I'm sorry. Too much information. Sorry.
You wrench it open.
Yeah,
man. Listen, I had my, before I lost weight, man. I was walking around here double cheeked up on the Thursday. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? Well, you gonna use it right, goddamn it.
Shout out to you, by the way, too. Shout out to you too for losing.
Thank you, man.
I see you.
How much did you lose? What was your what'd you go from to?
Total. 65 total. I went from 265 to 2. And then I float between like 198 and 208. So that little 10 pounds is muscle or going up and down and on the road eating that type of stuff. But I work out pretty consistently, anywhere from 4 to 6 days a week for the most part.
Okay. What prompted it? And how'd you do it?
Man, I wanted to give it one last shot. I felt like a lot of things that are holding us back in life have to do with discipline. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a discipline to stay active, a discipline to change your diet, the discipline to stop drinking, the discipline to stop hanging out, like whatever level you want to get to next, the universe hears you, but are you disciplined enough to achieve it? And so I want to be a lead. All right, well, I need to look like a lead. I got to drop a little weight. If I don't want to always be the fat friend next door, I got to look like a lead. So I started walking, changed up my diet, stopped drinking mixed drinks, stopped drinking dark alcohol, stopped snacking, did a lot more fruits and vegetables, hikes 5 to 12 miles each time I go. And then I go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I did Ozempic for like 6 months. I got in, got out. You know what I'm saying? Got what I needed.
Okay. He said all that. He's just like, all natural, plus the GMO. Why did you try to sneak it in there?
Hey, the niggas said that 1 month free, baby. Hey, I lost 10 months. I lost 10 pounds in that first month. I was like, hey,
this kind of effective.
Oh shit.
And they was like, hey, we'll give you a discount code. And all the people that use this code, we'll kick you back a little something. I turned to Pablo Escobar selling Ozempic.
You started.
I was with my shirt all open. And like, so you want to get down on the team, huh? You want to lose weight? Man, I was
giving out skinny turkeys at Thanksgiving.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I was out here doing my thing. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, all of those things and then just sticking with it. Because come March, it will be a year that I had the weight off and I kept it off. So, you know, I was terrified of going back. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know, certain places I couldn't go to anymore. You know what I'm saying? Go to 7-Eleven and the hot dogs just spinning, just looking at me like, hey, big head.
How you doing? Been a long time.
Listening.
Right? It's been a long time.
Oil.
They just turning around. Been a long time.
Yeah. I didn't forget about you. You forgot about me?
The skin pop open, that cleavage starts showing.
Yeah, I'm just here for a lot of tickets now. Don't be like that.
Oh, you lost a little weight and forgot about me, huh?
But yeah, man, I'm very proud of myself, but it just required a different level of discipline. And that discipline has spilled over to other areas of my life. And I feel like a lot of what has happened in the last 5-6 months is a result of that, you know, like, and so I started in October of last year and I didn't lose everything until like mid-March, end of March. And, you know, from then till August, you know, it was just quiet. But then come August, everything started, like all the shows came out and all of that type of stuff. So that's what I mean, like the change isn't going to be immediate, but once you stick with it and you install that discipline in your life, like you will see the change.
That's the most difficult part about it. But my therapist tell me, it's like there's stages of being ready to change. And when you get to that part, you have to be ready to change to actually change. So I love to hear that. And I'm still trying to get to that point to be like truly ready to change with things I want to get to. But yeah.
Everybody wakes up to their own alarm clock, man. Yeah. You can't make a person wake up before they're ready to. You can try to help them, try to warn them, all of that type of stuff. But until they're ready to wake up, it ain't gonna happen. You know, and until I was ready to lose weight, it wasn't gonna happen. I love Pizza Hut. Nigga, I love a good deep dish Pizza Hut with some goddamn meat. Wingstop ranch on that bitch, and then I got the Wingstop
like they changed the formula.
Dry rub on that little bitch.
Pizza Hut. But
you know, the like 2005 Pizza Hut is not the same Pizza Hut we're getting right now.
Yeah, nothing is.
Something is the crust is a whole, because they were deep frying the crust or some shit back in 05. I don't know what they did, but it's falling off in my personal opinion.
Grease is different. Like
it's a different grease.
Yeah, it is. A lot of shit is different. But it's still good as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Still good as fuck. Yeah, I
it's still edible. Yeah.
On Frosted Flakes, nothing was gonna be the same again. Like Frosted Flakes.
Did they stop frosting the flakes or what happened?
No, the milk don't taste the same. They stopped using as much sugar as they did when we were kids.
Oh,
honestly, probably good.
Yeah,
probably. We need to get sugar out of the. Yeah, we need to get rid of
the best. Yeah, definitely for the best. But
that shit is poison.
Yeah.
That's
literal cereal in years.
That's correct.
I don't even know the last time I had cereal, but it was good though. Goddamn, cereal.
Man, yeah,
and that's great. That's great. I think that's the only reason why I don't have cavities, because I don't like do sweets like that.
Same.
Everything else though, you know, breads, like carbs that turn into sugar. You know,
yeah, man.
Bread is
rough. That's rough.
Too. The carbs, man. I love some wings. I love some pizza, but bro, I might have. I can't tell you the last time I had pizza, but I had some wings. I had some tenders from Wingstop. I think a 3-piece, maybe like a week ago, and that shit made my stomach hurt immediately after because I don't eat that shit anymore. So that's something I would. You lost the enzymes. Yeah, like maybe once every 2-3 months. And I go a little OD with like my monitoring and my food intake because I'm just terrified of going back. But I'm learning everything is in moderation. You know what I mean? Like you can do it, just plan. Like, if I'm go crazy tonight, I'm only gonna do it on this one meal, and tomorrow I'm gonna go on the extra 2 miles on a walk or on a hike to make sure that I'm like actively monitoring that and taking care of that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the ecosystem? Because I like one of the things that I feel like is we kind of put, you know what, it draws back to that thing that you mentioned about your daughter, where it's like the first impulse is to go, in what way is the individual failing? In what way is she not going out for the job, whatever? And then she reminds you like, no, it's not just that. It's maybe not even mostly that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening top down that's making it a different ecosystem. I feel like with weight, it's a lot of that. And I think it's going to end up being maybe even more ignored with the Ozempic shit. But what I'm getting at is I feel like these are America problems. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're living in a different place where if you go to a grocery store or you walk into a convenience store, they just don't have that super processed hot dog with the baby oil spinning for you. So the options of what you're even like, it's just real food everywhere, bikeable cities to where it's like, yeah, cool. I don't have to put in my calendar to get some exercise. Let me just pop down to the store real quick on a Mama Chata. You know what I mean? I'm going to bike down there and then cool, that's some exercise. It's just the system ain't built for you to be swimsuit ready. You know what I mean? It's meant to keep.
We are a gluttonous country. We love lavishly eating and overeating and having all the things. Like, you look at most Asian countries, they have a completely different diet and they eat a lot of carbs, a lot of rice over there, right? But there's still
a ton of food,
bro.
Restaurants everywhere.
But like when I went to Berlin a couple years ago, and when I tell you it was the freshest breakfast juice I ever had in my life. Like I drinking this orange juice, and it was like literally like if I had bit an orange and then it completely turned in my mouth.
Squirted
I had
all in your
never
mouth.
had orange juice this motherfucking good. I never saw myself living in Germany. I never want to live there. But after that juice, I was like, nigga,
Berlin is
this every day.
Great.
It was amazing. The apple juice was the exact same way. The food tasted different. The fruit tasted different. I didn't feel heavy after. Even when I went to some restaurant, we had like the bratwurst and the beer. Even the bratwurst didn't leave me feeling heavy, and I was like, "Oh, it's different." Everywhere
no itis,
is different,
brother. Like no itis. Hell yeah. Like that was like one of the things like in London, Japan that I noticed immediately.
Yeah,
Thailand, all them shits. Like their food is of so much more of their food is of a better quality than ours is.
And they don't overindulge the way we do. Like the itis, bro. Like we joke about the itis and shit, but it's really fucked up that you put that much food into your body that your body has to shut your limbs down and make you go to sleep so it can focus on processing this bullshit you just put in. This 6 pounds.
We can't do this and stay conscious.
Yams, mac and cheese, cranberries, 6 pounds of that shit. I gotta process this, so I gotta shut you the fuck down so you don't die. That's what the itis is. Your body saying, fuck you. Go to sleep. I'm sick of your shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We got to put the whole machine on standby mode so we can figure out what's going on.
Put your body on airplane mode. Just go to sleep.
Sorry, the battery is almost dead, sir. We need to turn the brightness down.
Yes, it's delicious, but nigga, you are about to sleep.
I feel like you can do that 2 or 3 times a year. But the problem is that just our system is not regulated. You know what I'm saying? Like the choices in front of you are fucked up because half of our portion control shit, it's not even like Americans don't even want to eat like how we eat. It's the fact that McDonald's can give you a gallon of fucking soda. Sweet like that's even allowed. Because it's like if you give somebody a smaller thing, they'll be like, "Yeah, that was enough. I'm fine."
That was enough.
But if you go, "Yeah, that was enough," we will eat the same. And somebody in the comments just said this. You go to another country, you're eating more in different settings, smaller portions, more highly regulated. You're losing weight. You're feeling better. But in America, it's just like, yeah, fuck it. If a corporation can get away with it, if they can get you to buy it, let them do it. Let it rip. Fuck it.
Yeah, man.
You could
It's
throw a
crazy
McDonald's
thing.
sandwich on the floor and it'll be there at that same exact spot a month later, unchanged.
Flies.
What's
won't
going
even
on?
touch it.
Flies
Ain't
don't
that
eat it.
crazy? People be eating food that flies won't touch. Flies like shit.
Mm.
They
Worse
like
than
shit.
They love
They
it.
look at your shit and be like, "Ooh, this is way more attractive than that
Delicious.
McDonald's burger." They won't fuck with that burger. That burger won't mold. The bread won't
Mold
mold.
don't even like it.
It won't. It just looks dry, but it never turns like bro. Come on now, come on, man. We can't keep ignoring that.
Yeah,
That's not
This
food.
is R. Kelly all over again. This is
That's-
R. Kelly all over again.
We keep looking the
see
other
all
way.
Videos. We seeing the videos. We seeing the footage. I know we didn't all seen that.
There's
on
proof.
Facebook. There's proof out there. We're just like, nah, but come on, man. Step in the
Nah.
name of love.
Wait a minute.
The burger was only 15. It's not. Come on,
My
man.
mind
It's supposed
is
to have been
telling
right.
me no.
Come on,
But
man.
my
We seeing it
body-
happen. And then when that class action lawsuit comes out, everybody be like, man, nobody told me. Yes, the fuck they did. Yes, they did. I saw this video of this lady. It said they met somebody on a plane and she asked them what the lady what she did. And the lady was like, I'm a chemist. I'm a smell chemist, for lack of better words, because I don't remember exactly.
Mm.
Like that smell that you smell when you're driving past McDonald's, like that's not McDonald's being
That's a
cooked.
perfume.
That's a scent that they blow out. The same way that hotels have a scent when you first walk in that automatically draws your mind to all the times you've had there, the gambling, the pools, all that type of stuff. It's a scent they put out, and when you get close enough, you can smell it. That is not the food cooking. That shit was chemically engineered.
I wonder if I could get that in a cologne. That's crazy.
I know. Oh my god!
In the video, bro. You was
If I could smell like a hotel, like a luxury hotel, like the Waldorf.
Oh, like
nigga.
you just came from there.
No, like, I just want to smell like the Waldorf. Like
Just
like,
because.
oh, this nigga,
just for
nigga
yourself.
smells luxurious. Like I want to.
yeah.
Like, yeah, she come. Girl walk up to me and she's like, I can see myself getting fucked here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just remind her of like of a nice hotel stay.
You smell like a place I could stay for a couple of weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, like you gotta go though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you have turnover service? Oh, yes, we do, man. Yes, we do.
Hey man, listen, we can get the turnover. Hello.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
No. Okay, real quick, because to hear, I know it's past 9. You know, we 10 minutes over.
Oh, good. All right.
Okay, I just wanted to bring up one quick conspiracy that has been confirmed as of last night on my TikTok feed.
Okay.
Well, you guys, so you know like how they be like, you know, you got the CIA, that you know, you got your FBI agent like watching you through your phone, like watching you while you're taking a shit. They can control your TVs. Are they watching and listening to you? It's been confirmed that absolutely yes, they are.
Through my toilet.
Not through the toilet, through your phone, through the TV,
No.
your car. They can actually take control of your car, drive that motherfucker off a ravine through the computer chip in your car, so they make look you kill yourself. An ex-CIA agent, like an ex-CIA person, through an official interview,
Confirmed it.
confirmed. Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes. He said, I don't want to tell you this, America, but yes, it is true.
I mean, not surprising. You know what I mean? I'm not even scared about it at this point because I mean, like, if we could do it, and we always behind China when it comes to technology, ain't no telling what they can do. So it's
they're
just
watched.
like,
They're very watched.
Yeah, you just pick your devils. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick one of these beds, and all of
Still
these
gotta pay rent.
motherfuckers got issues, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I just trying to make sure I ain't doing shit that will make the motherfuckers want to take over my phone or my TV or my car. I mind my business. I make my money. I go on vacation. I ain't trying to do nothing that's gonna have the motherfuckers looking at me sideways, want to take control of my shit like that. So
Exactly. See, that's the point. I see Purple Rains. Yeah, no, it's not 300 million CIA agents. It's a couple of them niggas that's in charge of 10,000 niggas. So they got, you know, it's key words, it's key phrases.
Yeah.
Really, China and
The
Asia, they
NSA
got
is
Manchurian candidates. They are book like Tahir said, like they well ahead of us. They got sleeper agents.
mhm.
You think they
already
got people
programming
they
niggas.
can activate?
Exactly.
Like we're controlling cars. They're
Right.
controlling humans.
Exactly.
They like activate.
Yeah, they activating niggas over there.
Yeah.
They just spying on niggas over here.
Hey, man,
That's probably true.
It's always gonna be something. There's always gonna be some, you know, scary group of men in a smoke-filled dark room. Some shit we just ain't gonna be able to do shit about. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much shit going on that we didn't even care when they dropped the news and the confirmation that aliens were real. Because there's so much other shit we got to worry about, man. Motherfuckers need clothes, they need food, they need jobs. I saw this lady today. She had 3 degrees and had a master's in something. And she was talking about how she couldn't find a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, she said she got ghosted by 3 recruiters. She tried to sign up for the military and got ghosted by the recruiters 3 different times. So she was like, when God tell you to be still, you just got to be still. It's so much other shit to worry about.
Wild.
I know, right?
She said that they started the interviews and everything. She tried the Air Force twice, and then the last try was the Navy. And
damn, shit. See, that's why being overqualified, and again, like not even again, but the American dream that was promised to us has never been fulfilled. Was nowhere near close to being fulfilled. And the fact that the military is turning you down because you are so smart, overqualified, too smart. Like you, and then they probably looking at you like you would never fucking do this shit. You would never obey the chain of command. You would probably come in and cause too much disruption. I can't break your mind down and build you back up.
Yeah. Once you know certain things, you ain't gonna go for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all this stuff. Yeah, it looks good for a motherfucker that's really planning on hiring somebody, but nah, I need a sheep. You come over here. You trying to be a shepherd? Nah, man, we ain't hiring no shepherd.
The position has been.
You know what? You might want to tell your homegirl. She just need to go on like Forrest Gump on that next interview.
Pretend
act like she don't know shit.
Jenny.
Mama always told me you never know what you gonna get. I got 3 degrees, but don't know what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, just play it down, bro.
Honestly, you do gotta take, like, if you're doing a job, people forget to lie down on their resume. Mm-hmm. Like, don't go into a McDonald's interview and put your master's degree on there. Don't put your bachelor's on there. Take it off. Like, that's not relevant to the job.
Yeah.
They'll turn you away.
Man. That's real though.
Mm-hmm. All right. How much time you got left here?
15. I got about another 5 minutes.
Another 5? Mm-hmm. Can we squeeze a quick funny thing in?
Yeah, come on, man. Let's do it.
You got an idea, Eddie? Hate to throw, not to throw you on the spot.
Yeah.
I got one. I just want to give you.
Okay, no, if you got one, because I can think of something. I don't know if it's gonna be good.
I know you can. I know you can, baby. It's a beautiful mind over here. All right, real quick to hear, what is proper sex club dress etiquette?
Every club is different, I would imagine. I haven't been to a lot of them.
Imagine
a lot of. I just
sit here pretending.
I know, right? Like, he being modest. I haven't been to many.
I could count them on both hands and feet, but not much more than that. Like,
I don't, because it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, granted, the people that are there are there, but when people recognize you immediately, it just makes it a little unsettling.
That sort of.
You know, it's the things that, like, I'm not well versed in that world. I actually haven't been to any out in LA. I haven't been to any in any of the surrounding cities. It's not something I really do.
So you kind of slowed down on that when the cultural cachet kind of got.
It just was that never really was my thing. I mean, because you could be an active member of lifestyle and not go to clubs at all. Like, you don't have to engage in any type of public gatherings or anything. You just operate in a certain understanding with you and your partner. You don't have to be as public as others are about it. And I've really just stepped away from that a lot, just because at one point I wanted to help be a voice for information for people that look like us, because there wasn't a lot of us. And I'm not even saying I got a lot of hate or a lot of negative comments, but the ones that I did get, I was just like, you know what? You niggas figure it out on your own. I had to figure it out on my own.
What did they say?
I'm not going to be the spokesperson. I don't care. I don't care what you think, but I also am not going to be there to help nobody else, because I'm just tired of it. I got other shit I got to worry about. I'm not. Like, nope. I got to pay taxes.
So as you were trying to educate in this space, people were like disparaging, like you were getting.
I mean, you always gonna get. You're gonna get. Of course, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get some. I mean, you know.
What did they say?
Southern Baptist people, that ain't what God intended.
You're going
like,
ahead.
how you know? The same people that were in the Roman Empire and all of that was having orgies and all that, like you're basing this off of books written by men. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, I still love my Jesus. I love me some good old Jesus right there. But I'm just like, I just find it interesting how people can, throw so much opinion on things that they haven't even done any research about. That would be like me, talking about a religion in disparaging ways, and I didn't do any type of research on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's always going to be something that we are objective to, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. I don't have to be the voice of the face for it anymore. So I don't even really talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a small part of my life right now. This is a very small part. I'm more focused on these roles and these shows and new tours and all of that. I don't even talk about it no more, man.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. Because I had there was a lot of other stuff I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, man. I got another file for that, man. Like, and it's, I'm an adult. Me and my wife can do what we want to, but at the same time, like, you do have to understand, like, from a professional standpoint, there are brands that are not going to be associated with you because of this. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're doing everything the right way, it's all about perspective and how society views you. And most of Middle America is, red-blooded Americans, and, right wing and even though the same lawmakers that are trying to control women's bodies or the same
tied up
on child pornography and all other type of heinous acts and shit like that, but still, so I was just like, you know what? It ain't for me. Let somebody else carry that cross. That ain't my cross to bear. I'm not that conflicted about. No, they need to know. Nigga, we have to look it up. Y'all look it up. I can give you some books to read.
I would like the books because again. I ain't trying to go like deep into it, but like I am like curious into like the lifestyle and like maybe like trying like a different dynamic when it comes to like dating. And I'm not even like out. I'm not even putting. I have literally not put myself out there in like over a year to even do it. But just getting myself together, focusing on myself. You know what I'm saying? Keeping myself to myself. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know what I mean? Therapy, but. It's just a thought, like, because like maybe dealing with bi women or just like understand like what the lifestyle is, or being around, or like finding where more sex positive people are, just to be around like people with different mindsets, things like that. So if you got some pointers, hey, let your boy know on the side. But I do understand.
I'll throw some books in the chat on the DM or something like that. I'll hit you with some stuff. But I just right now, man, I'm focused on other shit.
I ain't mad at it. Say less.
Yes, sir.
Eddie, you got I think that was a 5 minutes right there.
That was it. It's your show.
It's mine. Okay. Oh my god. So how do I want to close this bitch out?
My brother.
All right, brothers and sisters, theys and thems, non-binaries. Thank you for tuning in to another exclusive WTRF Live. All right. Now, you already know this. It's your boy Josh. It's your boy Eddie. And it is our good brother to hear more. You know what I'm saying? First and last name exclusively on WTRF Waving the Red Flag. If you are not familiar with us, make sure you like, subscribe, comment in this motherfucker to support the brand. All right. If you are really about that life, if you really support melanated people such as ourselves, curating excellent content for you. Now, with that being said, all right, if you have been grown up in a life of violence, unadulterated verbal abuse, you might have been seeing a red flag, okay? Now, if you go to the sex club dressed in basketball shorts and a tank top, not for the occasion, with your penis out and no Jimmy handy, then it is you, my brothers and sisters, that are waving said red flag. And again, non-binaries, they, thems, everyone is included here. So thank you all for tuning in. It has been your boy Josh. It has been Eddie, and it has been Tahir. Tahir, tell the people where they can find you at, what you want to check out, and what you might have in store.
Hey man, just you can search To Hear More on any platform. I'll pull up TAHIRMOORE. Next year, I'm just looking to do more touring. So I'm be coming to a city near you. I'm probably going to be on tour for like 75% of the year, unless I book something that requires me to stay here and be still and film. Other than that, I'm coming to see you. So just look at To Hear More.
Are you doing that's all US?
All US. All US. But I'm also going to go back to Mexico City. And I might do London, run in London and Amsterdam again. So everything will be
let us know
posted.
if
everything will be posted.
Good, amazing.
And everybody, don't forget to check out To Hear More's latest special, Aging Out. Run that up. Indeed.
For sure,
great special.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
All right. Just hold on for a split second for us to hear while I end the stream and let these load.